Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing Braxton Family Values Season 3 Episode 1 review. Show starts off with Tony. She wants to have like a little sisters get together trip to Italy. She's talking to Tamar like, hey, I want all of us girls to go out to Italy, have a good time. Fortunately, Tamar can't go because she has prior stuff she had to do. Her album's coming out. She has 3 weeks worth of press, which is like, if you had told me like maybe a month ago, got it all together, maybe I could have went, but I can't go now. Like, I'm in work mode right now. My album's finally out. I can't go. So, Tony, Tawanda, Trina, and Tracy, they all go to Italy. Beautiful there. So, Tony, she has to, quote, quote, rest while the other girl's going out sightseeing. Actually, she's going out to go buy Tawanda a cake because they kind of sort of forgot her birthday. How they did that, I don't know. But they did. So, she's trying to find a cake. She finds a bakery and she's trying to talk to the dude, and for some reason Tony's under the impression that if she speaks Spanish to the man, he will understand him, even though they're in Italy. Now, I'm not saying there's no way in the world that man doesn't know Spanish. It's just like chances are slim. So she's like, I want a chocolate cake for my sister. He's like, oh yes, I can get you. She's steady for whatever reason is still speaking Spanish, like see and all that stuff. And he's looking at her, and he's not responding back in Spanish. He's steady speaking with an Italian accent. He's know a little bit of English, but not a lot. So she gets the cake. Meanwhile, Tawana, Tracy, and Trina, they're walking to wherever Tony's supposed to be at, and some man out of nowhere just like appeared from nowhere and grabbed Tracy on her behind. Like, where did you come from? And just walked off. Like, if that had been done in America, that would have been like a sexual assault, wouldn't it? That's what I'm thinking. But Tracy, she's loving it like, yeah, I still got it. Somebody still finds my butt attractive, so I'm going to go with it. So they get to the table with Tony. Tony's sitting there. They're having their toast. And she's like, I know you think we forgot your birthday, but voila, here's the cake. Cake don't have no Tawanda on it or nothing. It got some other woman's name on it. Something on it. Consuela, Conchita, something. And Tawanda's looking like, really? They don't even have a name on it. This is like the cake that somebody didn't pick up. It's on, it's 50% off, and y'all just got that for me. Okay, is that how we're gonna do? Okay. Meanwhile, back in the States, what's her name? Tamar and Vince. They're playing Stranger in the dressing room. It's kind of like Stranger at the bar, but in the dressing room. And for those of y'all who don't know what Stranger at the bar is you and your significant other. Y'all meet up at the bar. Y'all sit in separate places. One of y'all goes up to the other and flirts, and y'all leave together. Like, y'all don't really know each other. Y'all just strangers and hooking up for one night. That's kind of what they were giving. Like, hey, do you have a boyfriend? Oh, no, I don't have a boyfriend. Do you have a girlfriend? Like, no. She's like, yes, because I do not come second to no woman. So, yeah, that was kind of cute, sort of. So, she's backstage with Wendy Williams. She's stressed like, oh my goodness, I'm about to go on. Y'all don't have my mic on. I'm nervous already because it's like my first live performance. Y'all need to get this together. So, they do. She goes out on stage. She does good. Wendy hugs her. She's having a good old time. Her and Vince meet up later. They're having dinner. She's like, yes, I did good. You didn't think I could do it, but I did it. Meanwhile, back in Italy, it's been like a few days or maybe the next day. What's her name? Tony, she comes up with the bright idea like, hey, I love this I Love Lucy episode where she was stomping the grapes. Why don't we go stomp the grapes? Now me, I've had wine before. It was white wine, but still. I didn't like the taste of it because it tasted very, very bitter. And in my mind's eye, I'm going back to about 300-400 years ago when they was making wine by stomping over the grapes. And I'm thinking, if these people were stomping on the grapes, I really hope their feet was very, very thoroughly washed. Because if this wine nowadays and it's made not by stomping on grapes, by a machine, and that wine was bitter, then, yeah, that wine back in the day must have been real bitter. That's just how my mind is working. Somebody stomping on grapes and then making wine out of it, it just don't seem right to me. So Tony, Tracy, Trina, and Tawana, they all go stomp on the grapes. And the dude who owns the vineyard just scoops up the juice on top of the grapes and proceeds to drink it. I'm like, I know. I did not just see this man do that. Did he just really drink grape juice which they just stomped with their feet? I want to throw up a little bit. Like, really? You couldn't have purified it first if you was gonna do it. I would suggest you not do it at all, but since you just gonna do it anyway, you know, make sure it's purified. Do you know if these girls' feet were washed? Did you see them wash their feet? I'm not saying they got nasty feet, but I'm just assuming that everybody's feet is nasty. I would eat something that I stepped on, and they're my feet, and I know they're clean because I'm the one that cleaned them. Yeah. So it's about around the end of the trip. Tony and the girls are talking about the whole situation with Tamar. How Tamar, she doesn't want to do anything without Vince. They're trying to say, hey, is it one, that they're newlyweds and she doesn't want to be anywhere without him? Well, that's not the case because they've been married the whole time the show's been on, these last 2.5 seasons before this one, so she went places without him. Is it that he was recently sick and she's scared to be without him? She's like, no, that can't be it either. And they're calling Vince Velcro because Tamar is stuck to him. Yes. And in their words, not mine, the hard Velcro, not the Velcro that's easy to pull off, but the kind you gotta put a little muscle into it. Yes. So, guess Tony, she's seen the kind of friction that's going on with her sister, so she goes to Tamar's house, and apparently Miss Evelyn is there. And she wants to talk, wants everybody to get together because she knows something's wrong, she just don't know what. Tamar, she's going off flipping, getting mad, and even getting mad and loud at Miss Evelyn. And I just knew in the back of my mind, right about that area, that Miss Evelyn was going to hover up and jump over that table at Tamar. Yes, I seen that happen. And because, you know, Miss Evans, she's the kind of mama she do not play. She last season 4, she said she was going to slap the piss out of Tamar. Yes. I just saw her rising up off her chair and coming for Tamar. But she didn't. She did give her that look like, you better sit down. You do not want me to show out in front of these people and in front of the doggone world. And Tony was feeling it too, like, you over here disrespecting our mama, getting loud and doing all this stuff. What's wrong with you? Just sit down and take it. You say you didn't do anything wrong. Tawana said the same thing. Why don't we just get y'all together and figure it out? How about we do that instead of you jumping and twisting your head and doing all that stuff? Yeah. So that was basically the gist of the episode. They did show the girls on a boat, but that was just them sailing on a boat and what's her name, Trina taking her top off, and everybody's going boom. So yeah, like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.